Scene script. Have you ever heard about a book that no one can read, not because it's complex or boring, but because it's written in an unknown language and filled with bizarre illustrations? Welcome to the Enigma of the Voynich Manuscript. Picture this. The year is 1912 and a Polish-American book dealer named Wilfred M. Voynich is on an acquisitions trip in Rome. He stumbles upon a trunk containing a curious manuscript. This document, now known as the Voynich Manuscript, currently resides under lock and key at Yale's Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library. It's a document that has confounded the most accomplished cryptographers and codebreakers. Why? The book is almost entirely illegible. So, what do we know about this enigmatic book? Well, the manuscript has begun to reveal some of its secrets. The 240 pages made of vellum, or calfskin paper, that remain have been radiocarbon dated back to the early 15th century, specifically between 1404 and 1438. The pages are numbered up to 116, but these numbers were likely not assigned by the original author. In fact, entire pages are missing and sections of the book seem to have been removed or rearranged. The missing pages were probably lost by the time Voynich discovered it. Moreover, the script was written from left to right, suggesting that the author was quite familiar with the language, as there are no mistakes. But the unknown still outweighs what has been discovered about this elusive book. Experts estimate that the original text may have contained as many as 272 pages. Who took these pages, and why, remains a matter of speculation. The author remains unidentified, as does the obscure language used throughout the text. Even many of the illustrations remain puzzling. Many of the plants depicted in the book are unidentifiable, and there are numerous pictures of nude women involved in inexplicable acts. So we have a possibly 15th century manuscript, filled with unknown text and strange illustrations. A perfect recipe for a mystery, isn't it? Now, let's dive into the text, the part that has baffled the best cryptographers in the world. This manuscript is written in an unknown language, a cipher that has never been seen before or since. The obscurity of the language, the strange patterns of repetition, the peculiar rhythm of the words, all of these elements have led scholars to various theories. Some propose that the text is written in an entirely constructed language. A private code, if you will, built by the author to safeguard precious knowledge. This theory is supported by the author's familiarity with the script, as evidenced by the lack of corrections or mistakes. However, if it is a constructed language, it's like no other we've seen before. Its peculiarities include words that only appear in specific sections, and letters that only appear in certain places within words. Others suggest a less romantic possibility. The manuscript may be an elaborate hoax. Some words are repeated 3 times in a row and there's no identifiable rhythm in the text. Could this be a ruse, intended to deceive readers into thinking they're on the brink of decoding a great secret? The text's similarities to established languages such as Latin and English are few and far between, lending weight to the hoax theory. Intriguingly, among this enigmatic script we find limited Latin text. However, this isn't the breakthrough it might seem. The Latin appears mostly in the astronomical charts and the final section of the manuscript, but it doesn't offer any further clues to deciphering the rest of the text. Instead, it adds another layer of complexity to this already confounding puzzle. It's a tantalizing mystery. Are we looking at a secret language designed to conceal knowledge? Or is it a carefully constructed deception, meant to fool us into thinking it's hiding valuable information? So the text remains unreadable, raising more questions than it answers. Is it a secret language or an elaborate prank? The jury is still out. If the text is bizarre, the illustrations are no less. They add another layer to the mystery of the Voynich Manuscript. Let's dive into the 6 categories that the illustrations fall into: astronomical, biological, cosmological, herbal, pharmaceutical, and recipes. It's like a rabbit hole of cryptic sketches, each one more peculiar than the last. Astronomical illustrations occupy a significant portion of the manuscript. They include charts and diagrams, some bearing Latin names of the months and conventional symbols for constellations. But don't mistake this for a medieval astronomer's handbook. The symbols and diagrams are far from conventional, and their interpretation remains an enigma. Next up, the biological illustrations. These are particularly intriguing, with numerous depictions of nude women engaged in inexplicable acts. Some are seen bathing in tubs connected by intricate plumbing systems. Others are holding what appear to be stars. These scenes are as baffling as they are bizarre. The cosmological drawings, on the other hand, are filled with strange circular diagrams. Some resemble geographical maps. Others look like elaborate wheels or intricate mandalas. Their purpose is as obscure as the text that accompanies them. The herbal section is a catalog of plants, most of which are unidentifiable. The drawings are crude, and the plants they depict don't correspond to any known species. Some suggest a fantastical flora from the author's imagination, while others seem distorted versions of familiar plants. The pharmaceutical section contains jars, vessels, and what seem to be medicinal plants. But again, the illustrations are cryptic and bear little resemblance to any known pharmacopoeia. And finally, the recipes. They're not your typical cookbook material though. They're filled with strange symbols and diagrams, and the instructions, if that's what they are, remain unreadable. In the end, the illustrations, as fascinating as they are, provide no clear clues. They're as enigmatic as the text, a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. They're a window into an unknown world, a world that is both familiar and alien. So the illustrations, like the text, remain a riddle, waiting for someone to crack it. From alien communication to the work of a medieval genius, the theories about the Voynich Manuscript are as fascinating as the manuscript itself. This cryptic book has inspired countless speculations and hypotheses. Some believe it to be the work of an ingenious individual, like the famed polymath Leonardo da Vinci. It's thought that the left-to-right script could indicate a left-handed author, a characteristic shared by da Vinci. However, the timeline doesn't quite line up, as da Vinci was born in the mid-15th century, while the manuscript is dated early in the same century. Another riveting theory suggests that the manuscript is a coded alchemist's manual. Alchemists were known to use symbolic language and imagery to hide their secrets from the uninitiated. The manuscript's illustrations of plants and astronomical images could potentially align with alchemical symbolism, yet no specific alchemical theory has been able to decipher the manuscript fully. Perhaps one of the most intriguing theories is that the manuscript is a communication from extraterrestrial beings. Some propose that the unrecognizable plants and symbols, combined with the indecipherable text, suggest a non-human origin. Yet, this theory, while fascinating, lacks substantial evidence. There is also the possibility that the Voynich Manuscript is a sophisticated hoax. The undecipherable language, the strange illustrations, and the mysterious aura surrounding the manuscript could all be part of an elaborate ruse to bewilder or perhaps to gain notoriety. However, the high level of consistency in the text and the apparent age of the manuscript make this theory less likely. Despite the various theories, we are yet to find a definitive explanation for the Voynich Manuscript. Each hypothesis raises more questions than it answers. Some experts even believe that the manuscript may be a combination of the above theories: a genius's work, an alchemist's coded manual, an alien's communication, or a hoax. The theories are many, but the truth remains elusive. The Voynich Manuscript continues to be a tantalizing puzzle. Despite the mystery, or maybe because of it, the Voynich Manuscript has left a profound impact on popular culture. This perplexing codex, with its unreadable script and peculiar illustrations, has fueled the fires of imagination, finding its way into various facets of our society. In literature, the manuscript has been a muse for authors, providing a backdrop for numerous novels and short stories. These tales often spin the manuscript into narratives of secret societies, hidden knowledge, and clandestine pursuits. From Umberto Eco's Foucault's Pendulum to Lev Grossman's The Magician's Land, the Voynich Manuscript has been a source of intrigue and plot development. Beyond the written word, the manuscript has also found a foothold in the realm of visual media. In films and TV shows, it has been depicted as a cryptic puzzle to be solved, a treasure map to hidden wonders, or even a harbinger of apocalyptic events. Its influence extends to the digital world too. In video games like Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, and Assassin's Creed, the manuscript serves as a propelling element, driving characters towards their destinies. And then there are those who are drawn to the real-life puzzle that the manuscript presents. Cryptographers, linguists, and historians alike have devoted countless hours attempting to decipher its enigmatic text. Despite the advancements in technology and the application of complex algorithms, the manuscript stubbornly resists interpretation. Teams of dedicated researchers continue to wrestle with its secrets, their efforts representing a testament to human curiosity and persistence. The Voynich Manuscript is more than just an unreadable book. It's a symbol of the unknown, a challenge to our understanding, a beacon that draws the inquisitive and the adventurous. Its allure lies in the mystery that it embodies, teasing us with the promise of secrets yet to be unveiled. So, the Voynich Manuscript, with its unreadable text and strange illustrations, continues to captivate us. Whether a historical artifact or an elaborate hoax, it remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of our time.